I don't know why I'm making that sound because I'm cold. Well, no, I just had lunch. I just had some coffee. I'm warm. And actually, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I just had a really bad morning because I started off this morning not knowing what I was doing. And I just made a video about how I just started off the morning not knowing what the hell I'm doing. But because I made that video and stopped it and trashed it and started working for that reason, I am now on the road to my first day being under control. And that, no, it was really horrible. I felt like calling someone and saying, I quit, I don't know what I'm doing. These 3 weeks have been horrible because I've forgotten everything about teaching and what I'm going to teach. But of course, as soon as I made that video, I got angry at myself, scrapped the video and said, get to work, and I got to work. So even though I had made good progress, I had gotten the morning first activities worked out. And, I don't know, I was just psyching myself out of this, being upset that I didn't win the lottery again to rescue me. I didn't win the lottery and it's not rescuing me. So I have to rely on myself again. All these years, I've had to rely on myself. I'm still trying to win the lottery though. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I am teaching them about there is, there are. Okay, because that's something that we use a lot in language. So I'm teaching them how to use that all week long. And then the first day back, I'm starting to talk about bad habits since we talked about resolutions to change ourselves, change bad habits. So I figured that's a good topic for the first day. And then for the rest, I figured out, well, there are and bad habits. And then while talking to you, which you don't know about, I realized that even though they've done 4 tasks in each, they've done 3 tasks in each of the listening, speaking, reading, and writing. They've done 4 in the listening. So they've done 3 in all of them, but they have 1 extra one in listening. And the thing is, they need a lot of listening. So a lot of them are just 2s in listening. And they need to be 3 or 4 in order to be able to leave my class. So I thought, okay, what's the big deal? So give them another listening if that's what you have. And that's what I have. I have link provided listenings. Maybe I'll use that because that is about technology, telephones, banking. Which is what their needs assessment said they needed. So all my lists, all my things that I want to teach are helping me to decide what I'm going to do this week, which is the point of it. So I'm going to make sure that I focus on vocabulary, stop at bad habits, and focus on vocabulary, bad habits vocabulary. And then use it again. On Friday, on a listening task. Can I do a listening task on Friday? Well, if I've gone over bad habits all week, if I have, hey, maybe I will read it myself all week, and on Friday have the audio provide the listening, and then have them. Okay, I've just figured out my task. They have to listen to the audio on Friday after listening to me do the reading a number of times during the week. Is that okay? Maybe. Okay, why don't we write that down? Why don't we write that down? So we already know about the there is, there are, so I don't need this note anymore. So Friday. So we're going to, on Friday, do a bad habits task, listening. Yeah. Listening. Okay. And that is what? That is nothing. That is not, it doesn't relate to any of the units, but we can start on the technology unit. And I'll relate it every day somehow. Yes, I'll try and do that. I don't know. Well, at least now I don't feel quite as freaked out. I was freaked out this morning. I was terribly freaked out. Oh, I hate this. Can somebody organize the winning the lottery for me, please? Because I'm not good at it. And I don't seem to do it very often. I mean, what did I win this week? This week I won a free play. Okay, so I got a free ticket. Great. Free ticket. Last week I won a couple of things. Also didn't get me much. You know it doesn't get you much. You know you'll never win. But you know, if you don't play, you won't win. Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself. Yeah. Alrighty. It's 1 o'clock. There is a game at 5, I think. Canada. Ooh. There's a game going on now, which I'm not, oh no, it's 2 o'clock again. Some other teams I'm not watching, because that would be too distracting, even though they would be another team that I wouldn't really care about. Watched Doctor Who last night. Okay, let's talk about something that I find interesting. I watched the holiday Doctor Who. And I was quite disappointed that neither of my kids really cared about it. I mean, my son used to be so into Doctor Who, and now all of a sudden he is not. My daughter was gaming with her husband, and I don't know what my son was doing, but obviously not watching Doctor Who. I was disappointed that I was the only one watching Doctor Who, but that's okay. I couldn't complain though, because I had no one to complain to. That was my problem. I couldn't complain about the Daleks. I mean, I just don't like shows that involve the Daleks, and it was a Daleks show. However, this one wasn't that bad, so I was going to discuss the not that badness about this one, and I couldn't. Because nobody watched it and knew about the Daleks. Oh, my Christmas cards are still up. My Centennial Windows visit is canceled. I canceled that. I was able to cancel it by email. Ooh. I didn't think it would get to them, but obviously there aren't that many. They're very, they have a hub and the emails get to them, so I canceled that. Because it's just as cold at this window as it is at my bedroom, and it's not cold, it's the noise that comes through, and it's just that I pay more attention to the noise when I'm in bed. No, it's all good. Okay, I'm going to stop now because I have to get back to work. Stop procrastinating.